So let's say, hypothetically, you read some All 99 Life articles, tracked your macros and calories, and you lost some weight. Excellent work. Well, now what? Life is such an amazing and ongoing learning process. I did my first cut cycle this spring and the results were pretty great. I learned a lot. I lost weight. All in all, it felt pretty nice. I had made it, I thought. I wanted it to last forever, so I did what I usually do with most things I enjoy. I wildly overdid it. I finally had abs and I was as thin and fit as I had ever been, but it wasn't enough. Overkill should be my middle name. I didn't want to just be fit, I wanted to be able to hide a quarter in between my abs. So I continued to push my cutting cycle for a total of about 12 weeks. That's 84 days that my body was operating at a calorie deficit while I was working out 5 times a week, which isn't very healthy and definitely not sustainable. Of course I plateaued, lost strength, and started to actually put some weight back on because I would have these absolutely vicious cheat days when my body's needs and impulses would override my pride and ambition and force tons of fatty and sugary foods down out of desperation for energy. I would start with the best of intentions. I'd allow myself just 30 more grams of carbs a day, something sweet for one meal, or a dessert. Then after one little bit of splurge, the floodgates would open and I would find myself driving to the grocery store and buying bags of cookies and consuming them all like a mindless zombie, completely out of control of myself. The effects weren't purely physical either. I was tired a lot. And moody. This did not feel nice and I did not wish for it to last forever. The moral of the story is this. You should only cut for 6 to 8 weeks before switching to either a maintain or bulking diet, depending on your body fat percentage and goals at the end of your cut. I decided to bulk for about 5 weeks and am now 3 weeks deep in my second cutting cycle. What's the difference between cutting, bulking, and maintaining diets? Really, it's just the macro mix of your diet. Here's the general idea. The numbers are grams of the macro times your body weight in lbs per day, cutting protein 1.2x, carbohydrates 1.0x, fats 0.2x. Bulking protein 1.0x, carbohydrates 2.0x, fats 0.4x. Maintaining protein 1.0x, carbohydrates 1.6x, fats 0.35x. Again, this is just the general idea and the tip of the iceberg. I get my diets and a lot of my fitness guidance from Michael Matthews' book, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger. He has a female edition called Thinner, Leaner, Stronger. Dieting is not a one-and-done deal. Once you have abs, you haven't made it, unfortunately. Fitness is cyclical and ongoing. You have to treat your nutrition and physique as you would anything permanent in your life, or you'll end up back at square one. The good news is if you've made it through one cut and have started a second one, you'll find that it feels a lot better and easier the second time around. You'll be able to carry the lessons you learned from the first try. You'll be aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, and your vices. You'll also be aware of what foods and meals work best for your lifestyle and will be able to pick up right where you left off. I'm fairly new to all this, having only learned about counting calories and macro tracking about 4 months ago, but you should recognize that as evidence that it can be done. If I can do it, you can do it. Check link in the description to get more.